Forgiveness, a technology that cannot be weaponized. Ain't nobody obligated to make you feel safe. Life is always dangerous. People can be cruel. Your body expires in the end. And when you make your most profound offering of love, you may just get nailed to a cross, exiled, mocked, ridiculed, and accused. There is no religion to assure your place in heaven as you suffer through this process, but we do have the truth, absolute truth, and that truth will offend our fragile and offendable egos, causing them finally to die as many deaths as is necessary to surrender and align with love. It is in the death of the small mind that we wake up to a deeper realization of self, and that's self with the capital S, the God self, who we really are. I am love. And this is why the life of Jesus can be so offensive to us, and I include myself in that. God hides his glory behind the cross, an ancient tool of torture and shaming and belittlement and execution. It is your responsibility to lovingly accept the brutal nature of our binary universe. Father, forgive them because they don't know what they're doing. We accept the fallen nature into which we were born, and then we teach others how to do the same thing. This is what we mean when we say Jesus is the Son of God, a metaphysical declaration of our own sovereign nature. Jesus showed us how to do forgiveness. Jesus is the first and only one to ever show me how far I must be willing to go in this commitment to love. He is the only one who was brave enough to tell me the truth, and that is why we call him Son of God, the one who introduced us to forgiveness, the only human technology that cannot be weaponized. It is only by taking up our own cross, forgiving with Jesus, that we rise above the great fuckery into which we was born. If you want to call that a religion, you're free to do so. But our willingness to die, rather than to allow hate to compromise the integrity of our souls, is not a religion at all. In other words, choosing love is a fundamental and cosmic evolutionary threshold. And although religions, words, dogma, ideology, may help to remind us of that deepest fundamental choice, there is no cheat code to get us into heaven. In other words, all the language that we use to describe this process may be considered a religion, and we will certainly turn all useful forms into a religion. But it is necessary to transcend these religions. See the story of the chosen people and how they related to the Son of God who was born in their midst. And to transcend the binary nature, the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and to transcend the binary nature, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, we must be willing to die for love. We pray for those who hurt us. We love our enemies. We refuse to surrender our power to those who mock and ridicule us. We face those enemies with forgiveness, a technology that cannot be weaponized.